Hello friends, welcome back to Video Vault. I'm John. Today it's Bad Movie Day, and yes, I'm going to be taking a look at one of the favorites of several movie reviewers on YouTube, and I especially loved watching the review of this movie on Red Letter Media. Thanks guys. Rich Evans, love you. The movie is called Double Down. It's written and directed by and stars Neil Breen. If you don't know who that is, pretty much no one else does. He's an independent filmmaker, and I looked it up on Wikipedia. I wasn't going to do it at first because I didn't want to know too much about him and review the movie at the same time, because I thought, well, it might prejudice, my thoughts and a critique of the movie. But actually it didn't. It actually helped me. So that was a good thing. I kind of want to put a little note here of a statement that the director made, Mr. Breen. He said, people should consider film's sense of social responsibility and reflect the mystical or paranormal side of life. What? What in the heck is he talking about? Well, it's definitely not in this movie. Well, it tries, but it's like a giant mind. Well, I'm not going to use the F word, but, mind fuck. There, I said it. What the hell? Anyways, it's also described as an edgy action thriller. Really? Action? Edgy? No, it's more like bizarre, strange, idiotic, and horrible. That's why they call them B-movies, guys. But it's actually fantastic. Not in a good way, in a funny way. It's hilarious. I mean, you can make this a party game. Have friends over. It's a great drinking game. Because, okay, I'll give you an example. Every time you see tuna or tuna can, take a drink. Don't believe me? Watch the movie. It's hilarious. This man is addicted to tuna. Why? They never go into it. Who cares? And then he lives and sleeps in his car in the middle of the Nevada desert. And he sleeps on the ground sometimes. And when he wakes up in the morning, there's blood written on the side of the car that says, "Help me." Okay. Maybe they should have wrote, "Help the audience understand." Anyway, his job title is confusing. He's supposedly a secret super agent, kind of like a James Bond type, but he's got all these titles. Let me read. I got to read my notes because this movie has so much in it. I had like 4 or 5 pages of what the heck is going on in this movie. Because I'm trying to understand his character, his motivations. I have no idea. I don't think anyone has. Let's watch this movie. And it's actually one of those unique, wonderful things that you're like, I can't believe I'm watching this, and it's actually making me enjoy it. Whoa. Anyway, he's a secret agent, hacker, biochemist, terrorist who has, like I said, he's addicted to tuna. And then he makes this statement. It's a giant monologue throughout the whole movie. He's narrating, but it's also a monologue. He talks about how he planted like 6 or 7 bombs in major cities, and he notified all the major news outlets, and he told them that what his plans was, and that he controlled like NASA satellites, and they actually invented half of them. It's basically a giant ego trip, and he's like, he he's like a self-proclaimed genius. And from what I found out from other reviewers and reading his Wikipedia page and his website, is that he is very egotistical, and he bloats himself up, and he considers himself a genius. It turns out he's an architect. I'm not saying architects are, stupid, because they're really smart. But it's just, it seems like, I don't think an architect would know anything about any of these things unless he studied them. But I looked it up. He never went to film school. I mean, anyway, going back to the drinking game, anytime you see a laptop, drink. And believe me, there are a lot of laptops. And then you drink again when you see cell phones. He's got like 6 or 7. And he's holding like 3 in both hands. Having a conversation with no one. The phone doesn't even ring sometimes, and he answers it. It's hilarious. It's bizarre. It's psychedelic at times, but without the acid trip. The film is just it's something you would see at 3 in the morning at an all-night theater. I mean, it's actually shown in like art house movie theaters, and and it's kind of got a cult following to it. And he had Mr. Breen has 3 films out, and they are kind of the same type of character that he portrays in all 3. And let me tell you about the acting in this. Oh God, I've seen better acting in 5th grade plays. I mean, come on. I mean, and then the filming of the whole thing. It's just like, now it's filmed in Las Vegas, I guess. He lives in Las Vegas apparently in true life, but it's in Las Vegas, and there's actually only one scene that is where he is actually, well, maybe 2 or 3. I take that back. That he is actually acting and shooting on the Strip in Las Vegas, because apparently he's been assigned by our government to stop an assassination or something. I don't know. It's all confusing, because he says in the beginning of the movie that he starts it, and then he buys anthrax. What the hell? What the hell's going on in this movie? I want to know. But I loved it. It's hilarious. I recommend it to, even if you want to watch it by yourself, because bad movies weren't really, meant for people who watch them by themselves. But, I enjoyed it. It was great. I laughed, at places. Let me warn you, though, there are some really dry spots to where it seems like nothing happens, and then they throw it into another gear to where there's this paranormal type of plot going on, to where you see his dead fiancée, and he cuts his wrist, and her ghost appears and heals his wound. What the hell? Anyway, I gotta say, this has got to be one of the most awesome B movies I've seen in a long time. It was released in 2005, and I gotta say, you guys, please get your friends together and watch this movie, and drink responsibly, okay, if you're going to do the drinking part of the game, because like I said, drink when you see cell phones, when you see laptops, when you see tuna cans, when you see stock footage. That's a big one, and that will be a lot of drinks. Stock footage, believe me, this thing is nothing but stock footage. I mean, the other hilarious part, I can't go into this because this is over 10 minutes, so I'm just going to get to the part where I say, great B movie. A plus B movie. Okay? Alright, thank you guys, and please leave a like, and if you have any movies or TV shows that you want me to review, or if there's a B movie that you want me to watch and critique, please leave it down in the comment section. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Be kind, don't forget to rewind. Bye.